Three Ways with someone who is no stranger to perfecting meat. Here to show us how to make turkey that will impress your guests, the meat teacher himself, Mac Rourke.
Welcome back. Hi.
Thank you for having me back.
All right, what are we doing today?
Right away, I see a feather.
Our turkey needs pluck still.
Where did you get this turkey?
There we go.
Oh,
Done.
God.
All right, so listen, game changer here. This is going to change everybody's plan for Thanksgiving because you're now going to spatchcock your turkey. Go ahead, giggle. Get the giggle out.
Every time.
Imagine saying it to high school kids.
I know, I can't imagine saying it to high school kids.
So, real quick, to the point, so easy, so simple, so basic, and obvious why it's such a great way to do it. Spatchcocking involves taking out the backbone and essentially butterflying the turkey. So we're going to flatten it out. Right? And what this does, get yourself a nice, strong pair of cutting shears.
Can you ask a butcher to take out the...
You could, 100%.
Can you ask them to spatchcock it for you?
Yep, and I'm sure they would do it. Like
they'll know what that means?
They will. Yeah, they will. Unless you're going to know now, so you could give them a breakdown of what it means.
We don't have scissors strong enough for this.
Look, what's beautiful is I know my way around a knife, so if I have to, I'll bust a knife out and we'll rock
Yeah, because we're using Gelman's office scissors.
I mean, you're going to hear the cracking and all that. We probably could use heavier duty, but if you get two hands in there, watch.
Yeah.
Look at that.
There we go.
Okay.
Boom.
Wow.
And now you're going to see that. It's going to open up the bird.
It's like a horror film, man.
It is. It's so cool. It's so cool. I mean, Halloween right into Thanksgiving.
Yeah, gather the kids around. Look, kids.
Works out perfectly. So we got it. You see all those gizzards in there?
Yeah,
we'll get rid. Look,
gizzards galore.
I would rock a knife with this, but here we go.
Done.
Piece of that just fly. So listen, don't get rid of it. Turkey stock, all that kind of stuff for when it's time, right?
That is crazy.
So there's that. We can do our stock. So we're gonna flip this over.
Okay.
And now, if you see, instead of having those legs, look how pretty that is.
Very pretty.
Gorgeous.
Look how pretty that is.
She's a lady.
I mean, it's beautiful. But we still don't want it sitting so high.
Yeah, no.
Right? So what Mark's gonna do here is Mark's gonna create, I'm just gonna put I'm gonna give it a head start and kind of crack the breastbone here.
Okay.
And what Mark's gonna do is a little CPR on the turkey.
He's going to show that turkey who's boss.
You're gonna get over top and right on the breast.
Yeah.
Give it a nice boom, like nice big shot.
Ready? How's that? Is that a good position?
Yep. Get up above it. There you go. Did you hear that?
Another one?
Perfect. Do one more. So now, if you look at this, what Mark just did, one simple move, and he cracked that breastbone.
That's
so now
right.
it's completely flat. I'm gonna tell you two things. More even cook, so you worry less about the dark meat getting done sooner than the breast meat or vice versa. It's all gonna cook more even. And more surface area for that skin, which I don't know about you, but turkey, chicken, poultry, I want crispy, golden skin.
Me too.
Yes, right.
That is so much flavor in that. And now you have the entire turkey actually facing up. Dry brine.
Yes,
We're going to dry brine this.
I like a dry brine.
So a dry brine is going to impart flavor, salt. You're going to do this about 2 days ahead of time. We're going to dry brine for about 24 to 48 hours all over the skin.
Put it on there.
Yep. And you can go heavy with this. The salt is going to soak into the skin. It's going to dry it out. Salt pulls moisture out.
Okay.
And it's going to dry the skin out so that when you do get to the cooking process on Thanksgiving, it's going to give you that golden brown.
What's the difference between the wet brine? Obviously, it's wet versus dry brine.
Yep.
What's the difference?
So wet brine, you're using a vinegar water mixture. With wet brining, we're just using salt here, right? So with a wet brine, it gives you an opportunity to add maybe even more flavor. You put citrus, you can put rosemary, and all those different flavors into the dry brine. I personally prefer, or into the wet brine. I personally prefer a dry brine. It's just kind of the way I roll. It's a little bit easier,
nice,
too.
Yeah, it's nicer.
Yep, so we're going to put this in the fridge, nice and salted for like 2 days.
Okay.
Do up to 3.
Wow.
2 days up to 3. All right?
Okay.
Next.
Now what
But then when we pull this out, all right?
I mean, this turkey looks like it's been through something.
It's incredible. So when you pull this out of the fridge, when you pull this out of the fridge after a couple days, it is going to have, that salt is pretty much going to be gone. It's going to be all soaked into the skin.
We're not going to be able to see it.
Nope, the skin's going to be pretty dry. So for our purposes here, we're going to go ahead and just pat it dry, right? And then we're going to start making our mayo mixture that we're going to apply onto. You're going to pop the mayo into the bowl. All right, we're going to take a nice dose of rosemary, thyme, and sage that we chopped up real nice.
I'm just putting it on.
Mark is zesting a lemon, so we're going to take the zest of a whole lemon, crack maybe a little pepper in there. Do you think we need salt in here?
I'm going to say yes anyway.
We don't need salt.
I'm always wrong now.
We don't need salt because of that dry brine. The salt has already penetrated that mixture, that meat, that skin, so we're going to get a lot of that already. So beautiful. Mix that up. Mark's going to pop some of that lemon zest in there.
Beautiful.
Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
All right. We're going to go ahead here and we're going to start opening up the skin. Right? We're going to start separating the skin from the meat here.
How this turkey has suffered.
You never want to rip the skin, right?
No.
So if you just kind of take your fingers nice and gently,
separate
that skin. You don't want to tug at it. But if you go ahead and just kind of work your fingers in there, you're going to rip apart that membrane underneath the skin.
Okay.
And you're going to expose the meat.
Yes.
So now you're going to take a handful of that.
Okay.
Just put it on your hands, Kel.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm reaching in now. I'm reaching in.
So you're going to go ahead and take that and just kind of rub that mayo on top of the breast.
This turkey could scream for help.
And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to do the same thing.
To the outside?
Right, with the outside. You get this mayo mixture.
What is this mayo doing while you're roasting?
So mayo versus butter, right? Mayo is more viscous. It has more viscosity. If you put butter on top of a bird,
it's going to roll off.
It's just going to come off. It's going to be in your pan. The mayo is going to stay. It has a higher smoke point. It's going to impart flavor. And now you have all those herbs. I mean, just look how beautiful.
Look at that.
Look, it goes right in the oven, 400 degrees.
All right, we're going to finish and taste Matt's Thanksgiving turkey when we come back.
We're back with the meat teacher, Matt Gork, who is showing us how to make his mayo roasted turkey. Wow. Oh, my gosh.
Spatchcock turkey.
What's the best way to carve a gorgeous spatchcock turkey?
All right, so white meat, dark meat, right? I think that's what it comes down to. So you guys lean towards...
I like a white meat.
The white meat. So if I'm just taking off the leg and the thigh here, I do a lot of the work with my hands. Do the work with your hands.
Yeah, you just get
all
in
about
there.
The joints.
Yeah.
Get in there, break that joint, and then you'll be able to just pop it right off. Boom.
See, look at that.
There's your thigh and leg, right? So we have that ready to go.
Yes.
You guys like that white meat, so we got to find that breastbone here, and we're just going to cut straight down. And same thing with your hands. You can kind of get your hands on the side of the knife there, and look at me just pull. Just pull this meat apart. Right? It's just going to pull apart.
I mean, boy, we really
Super
showed this
simple.
turkey who's boss, didn't we?
I'll tell you what, you'd be feeding a lot. So here we go.
Look at that.
So here's our breast.
So juicy. Is it juicier than typical turkey?
So a dry brine
comes
out incredibly juicy. The difference between a dry brine and a wet brine, the wet brine might come out a little bit more, but with the flavor, I think a wet brine kind of dilutes a little bit of that flavor because of all the water content.
Yes.
So that's another tip to kind of think about when you decide what to do.
Keep your eyes on your fingers.
But let's talk juicy or not, tender or not. Tell me if that's a dry turkey or a turkey that has moisture still. Really, really good.
For today's recipe, go to our website and be sure to
Really
pick
good,
up a copy of Matt's book, The Meat Teacher Cookbook, wherever books are sold. We'll be right back.
Wow.